Hello everyone, we are going to start the trend of valency in modern periodic table. So first we have to cover what is valency is all about. So valency is the combining capacity of an element. The combining capacity of an element is called as valency. Now we have to know how valency varies in groups and in periods. Okay, so let me draw the periodic table, the block diagram. Wait a second. So here we have the block diagram of modern periodic table. So here we have the group number 1, 2, 3 to 12, then 13 to 17, and here we have 18. Okay, so see here, suppose I'm just taking example of carbon atom. Okay, so carbon have atomic number 6 and its electronic configuration is 2 and 4. Is it? Then we have nitrogen. Nitrogen have atomic number 7. So nitrogen have electronic configuration 2 and 5. I'm just taking one more element, and which is the oxygen, have atomic number 8 and its electronic configuration is 2 and 6. Then we have fluorine. Fluorine have atomic number 9 and its electronic configuration is 2 and 7. After fluorine we have neon. Neon have atomic number 10 and its electronic configuration is 2 and 8, like this. Before carbon we have boron having atomic number 5 and electronic configuration is 2 and 3. Before boron we will discuss here only. See here. So we know octet rule. We already gone through that octet rule. Octet rule. What is octet rule? The rule says in order to acquire stability, every element must have 8 electron in their outermost shell. In their outermost shell. Is it, everyone?
Yes,
Is it
sir.
or not?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So in order to have 8 electron, so in case of neon is having 8 electron already. So it is not going to share electron or gain electron or lose electron, is it? So its valency we can write here 0, because it is not going to form bond with other element. But in case of fluorine, have only 7 electron in its outermost shell. So in order to complete okay. So likewise, we can determine valency of each element by knowing electron of their outermost shell. Is it or not? Is it, everyone? Yeah. Like for nitrogen having 5 electron in its outermost shell, so it requires 3 more electron, means its valency is 2. For carbon, its valency is 4. Okay. And here we have next atom, and which is sodium. Yes.
Nitrogen valency is
Nitrogen valency is 3. Yes, yes. because it requires 3 electrons. For sodium having 11 electrons, its electronic configuration is 2, 8 and 1. So it is going to lose 1 electron, so its valency is 1. That means valency is determined by number of electrons present in their outermost shell. Is it? It is really very clear. So we have to write that part also. So valency is determined by. Next part. The combining capacity of an element is called as valency, and it is determined by number of electrons present in outermost shell of an atom. Outermost shell of an atom. I hope you understood that.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
It is very important. Now we are going to understand the trends now. Trends. So first trend we will go through by periods. Okay, first we will understand the trend of valency in period. So I'm just discussing about that period. Here we have beta sodium. Okay, so I'm writing here sodium. I'm using another ink so that it can be separated. Okay, sodium have atomic number 11, so its electronic configuration is 2, 8 and 1. So sodium have valency 1 because it is going to lose 1 electron, is it?
Yes, sir.
Then we have magnesium, atomic number is 12 and its electronic configuration is 2, 8 and 2. Again magnesium is going to lose 2 electrons, so its valency will be 2. Then we have aluminium. Aluminium have atomic number 3, so its electronic configuration is 2, 8 and 3. So again it is going to lose this 3 electron in order to complete its octet, so its valency is 3. After we have silicon, have atomic number 14 and electronic configuration is 2, 8 and 4. So it may lose or gain or maybe share electron with other element. So its valency will be 4. Then after we have phosphorus, its atomic number is 15. So its electronic configuration is 2, 8 and 5. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So phosphorus is again going to gain 3 electron. It is not going to lose. It is going to gain electron. How many? 3. So its valency will be 3 now. After phosphorus, we have sulfur. Atomic number is 16 and its electronic configuration is 2, 8 and 6. So sulfur, in order to complete the octet, going to gain 2 electrons. So its valency is 2. After that, we have beta chlorine. Atomic number is 17. Atomic number is 17 and its electronic configuration will be 2, 8 and 7. Okay, it's 2, 8 and 7. So again it is going to gain 1 electron to complete it octet, so its valency will be 1. Then we have argon. Atomic number is 18 and electronic configuration will be 2, 8 and 8. So see, it is having 8 electron in its outermost shell, so its octet is complete. So it is not going to gain or lose electron. Is it? So its valency will be 0. So as we can see here, when we are moving left to right, valency is increases from 1 to 4, okay, and then decreases from 4 to 0. Is it?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So this is the trend of valency in periods. So I'm writing here. So when we move from left to right, when we move from left to right, when we move from left to right, along with period, along with periods, valency first increases from 1 to 4 and then decreases from 4 to 0. From 4 to 0. So this is the trend of valency in periods. Understood, everyone?
Yes, sir.
So, sir, can we say first it increases, then decreases, then is 0?
Yes. First, it increases from 1 to 4 and then decreases from 4 to 0. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So take a screenshot for that. Done?
Yes.
Okay. Now we are going to discuss in groups now. So in groups.
Sir, once could you show the last line?
Okay, wait a second. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So now we are going to understand the trend of atomic rate. The valency in groups now. Okay. So first we have to understand here. So we already gone through that number of group represents number of electron present in their outermost shell. Suppose we are discussing about first group element, like here we have hydrogen. So it is having one electron in its outermost shell. Then we have lithium, again one electron, sodium, again one electron in their outermost shell. Then we have potassium. So all these elements having same number of electron in their outermost shell. Hence, the valency will remain same. Is it?
Yes.
Yeah. So in groups, valency does not change. It remains constant because they contain, or all the element of the same group contain equal number of electron in their outermost shell. Okay. So I'm writing here. So in groups. So when we move from top to bottom, along with group, in modern periodic table. In modern periodic table, number of electron in valence shell of an atom. In valence shell of an atom remains same. Hence valency will also remain same. Therefore, valency does not change top to bottom. along with group. Okay, I hope you understood that trend. It is really very important. Everyone.
Sir, your voice is lagging.